Hi friends, this is Sarah from Crafting and Relaxing. Welcome. Thank you so very much for joining me. I always appreciate it when you come into my messy craft room. Today it's messy. This is a haul from a garage sale down the street. This lady lives just a couple blocks away. This started in updates. So if you missed my updates video from the weekend, I do one every weekend, but this last weekend I showed you some papers and things that I picked up at this sale. Today, I went crazy compared to the first day. So I'll just show you everything. I'll try and go pretty quick, but I'm gonna be sure to share some of the sentiments and stamp. I would not tell you the price. I would make you guess, except that I already said in updates, I think what the prices were. So then it doesn't even work. But you can see this pile. The pile goes bigger than the camera screen, and I spent $28. So, wow, just wow. Sapphire ink pad. It's obviously well used, but anything named Sapphire should probably come home with me. And I'm not super familiar with the close to my heart products, as I mentioned before, so I don't know the colors really well. But Sapphire, you can't go wrong. Here's a stamp. Let's try this one. I think the ink pad was $1 or 50 cents, so, oops, I put it on backwards. That's funny stuff. There we go. So we really can't go wrong. If it makes ink, we're good. Oh my gosh, look at that color. And I'm not setting it down on a flat surface because there isn't one. Oh, it's darker than I expected. Very nice. I like that. Might even work with Night of Navy from Stampin' Up. Look, the ink is darker than the lid. This stamp set I almost skipped because I have a bunch of stamps. I have some cute swirlies, but I liked them. Simple Pleasures, Happiness Lives Here. I do not like Live, Laugh, Love. I am over it, tired of it, and it's overdone. But what I might do is cut up like Live or Keep the Love. I don't know, but I just don't want it to be in there bothering me. There are really adorable little stars and hearts in this set too, and the word cherish. $1 for the whole set. Every set that you see here was $1 each. When the stamp sets are $1 and you know that the brand is a good stamp brand, because there are some, where you think, oh, maybe not for $1. You don't have to like every stamp in the set, right? You just have to like the majority of them. Look at all these stars and goodness. I am already thinking about red, white, and blue and patriotic stuff. America, Let Freedom Ring, Celebrate, stars, and I love this. This would be really cute for Christmas cards too. Birthday cards. I like to work stars into all sorts of stuff. And it's made in the US. Well, I should just start buying close to my heart, shouldn't I? Okay, so as I mentioned, this is a close to my heart demonstrator having this sale. So these are probably all retired and not available. My apologies for showing you something like that. But my thought is, if you see something you like here, they might have an update to it or something similar. I hadn't seen anything like this, and I thought this would be really cool for art journal pages or junk journals or December daily or July daily. So it's a stamp right here, says July, Celebrate, has numbers on it, 07, 7th month, right? And then you can put the day in the circle. So you could put 1, 2, 3. These would be pretty fun to sit down and make tags for my July daily. And to mix it up, I could change the color of the ink. I could use like red, blue, black, silver as I change the date so that every day wouldn't be the same, or I could punch them on different tags or stamp them on different tags. So I just thought that was really cool. It isn't a set that I would seek out or pay full price for, but maybe I'll find some fun stuff. It would be fun if you were making calendars, or if you were doing something fun with your kids for the school year, all kinds of stuff. Okay, this one I bought pretty much I like the flower set. This is, when you see stamp sets like this is a layering stamp. This one you use your lighter color and stamp it first, and then you use a darker color and you put this one right on top of it, and it's layering. Same for the leaves and these little flowers. That's what they're trying to get you to do, is layer them up. I love floral stamps, love layered stamps because I don't like to color. Mostly I bought it for this. A thing of beauty is a joy forever. Joy, that's my word, right? And I like stamp sets. I think I talked about that a little bit with stars and flowers that reinforce the theme of the images. So you could stamp something pretty and use that. Believe, marry everything, peace, tiny stars, star wreath, joy. Yeah, you can see why I got this. But it's also in general a cute Christmas stamp or Christmas set. And this is fun because I'm sure it's meant to, you can stamp joy and then put the border around it and you could cut those out. So you can make fun embellishments for your friends to use or to use yourself. I thought about sorting these by this is what I would use for cards and this is what, I didn't do that. It's just all kinds of fun. And any of these that I purchased, except for maybe the July, August, you could still make a card. You could use these stamps and make a birthday card. You know, you could use them as the background. And then the person's birthday, you could take and you could say August 8th, and you could stamp that on a tag and pop that one up. So I could use any set for any type of thing, but some of them lend themselves better. This would be really fun in vintage journals or art journal pages. Life is sweet. I like the keys and the watch. Mostly the life is sweet and the keys and the watch. And then this thing, the fun hardware. This one is a similar kind of set, but maybe you would be more likely to use this one for cards or scrapbook pages, a little cleaner. Magic moments. You only live once, make it count. Oh my gosh, I would have bought that just for that. I'm thinking about, I know this is crazy, thinning out my stash a little. This is kind of an update sidetrack, but I'm going to take you there. On the wall, I have woodblock stamps, and they're some of my favorites that I've kept over the years. If I have a thank you that I like better in one of these stamp sets, I'm thinking about saying, okay, maybe it's time to retire my 2001 Stampin' Up! Thank you, and then I'll put my clear stamp up there on the wall. I don't have enough blocks to pull that off, but maybe I'll put like a plexiglass or something and just stick them all up there because I'm just not the type of person that wants to dig this stamp out or will remember that it's in here. And I'm going to use these clocks and numbers on different projects than I'm going to use you only live once, make it count. I love that. I would make cards with that for sure. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under heaven. I can't read who said it, but when we stamp it, we can probably read it. But I am thinking about maybe some rotation here. I have flower stamps that I don't use as much, and I bought a couple of flower sets today. Okay, many of you have commented on if I had a single flower for every time I thought of you, I could walk forever in my garden. I have no idea how this stamp came into my possession, except that I remember it was in a box. It was in a set, I got it at a store maybe, and it had a border stamp with it that was too formal. I never really liked, and it didn't go with this. And I don't know if it was just the pair of them or more. There is no brand, no hint. This one isn't quite as good because it doesn't say single, but it says, if I had a flower for every time I thought of you, I would walk in my garden forever. Still super cute. And the thing I like about having your sentiments separate is you're not committed to this image. And I don't color, and it takes up a lot of room on a card. I would probably use it more if it didn't have the image combined. If you like the sentiment, try searching for the sentiment online and see if you can get it that way. Many of you have printers or scan and cuts or whatever, so you could print it too. Again, these are layering. See it? This is the solid, and you put it behind here. So you stamp this light, and you put this dark over it, and same with these. Anytime you see solids and just line stamps, that's what's going on. This one was kind of the same. Art journaling, junk journaling, I don't know. It's $1. Oh, birthday cards too. It's your special day. Enjoy always tomorrow. Happy day today. Celebrate. I like the celebrate with a little exclamation mark. That's cute. So you could make birthday cards. You could also make art journal pages. They had one of those stamps, where you roll the dates and stamp it, but it was like $4. And I thought, I don't want to pay $4 for that. I won't even be able to find it when I finish my art journal pages anyway. I can use a pen if I need to date something. This is clearly a Thanksgiving kind of set, but I picked it up for general use. Gratitude turns what we have into enough. Thankful to have you in my life. Thankful beyond measure. Blessed. The secret to having it all is knowing you already do. I think these are great stamps for any time of year. And then if you want to use the leaves and the fall images, that's fine. But you should have gratitude and be thankful and feel blessed every day. We'll take a stamp break and we'll look at this. This was marked $1 and I didn't go through it. Special delivery, royal keepsakes. Read this. Fun little like journaling and pockets. I don't exactly know what it is. I'm not sure. Best day ever assortment. Close to my heart. And it has blue. There were some pinkish, peachy things and I left those behind. I don't know that I needed this, but I was curious if nothing else. Okay. I don't know. Okay. I have a tag problem. I think I need some intervention or something. What I was thinking was these are cute. I could stamp them out. I could fussy cut them. They also, even if you're not like a journaling person, a tag is a really good way to give your sentiment a focal point on your card. If you have a stamp that says you have me in stitches and you have this cute little tag right here, you can stamp it on that, fussy cut it out, pop it up on foam, and it just makes your sentiment pop out a little bit more. It's probably better for you guys to do it this way. And it's just a matter of figuring out which one of your sentiments are the right shape or the right size. And you could even move it over just a bit like this and put some buttons or do some stitching around the edge. Tags just give some emphasis and focal point. You don't have to just journal on them. So I don't know. It was $1, okay? I don't know what to tell you. And I'm not harming the planet because it already exists. It's like when you're at a creative reuse store, you can buy whatever you want. Oh my gosh, look at all these stars. You're my shining star. You brighten my day. There's a lot of really positive, wonderful sentiments in here, and I like to make encouraging cards, so that's cool. Love all the stars. These stars would lend themselves really nicely to doing a card with 3 across or 4, depending on how big it is, like in a row and matted, or you could put them on small circles, or you could swap one out and put the sentiment right there. Really cute. And you could use them for all sorts of things. I got a punch. It's a border punch that does circles. And I like circles. You know, I like stars too. I didn't need this punch, but it was $1. And I have some that are the same look, and they work really nice. It'll punch circles along a journal page. I thought that was fun. In general, I like circles and stars. I don't use triangles. I'm just not into them that much. I try sometimes. Noni pulled this set out and I was like, yes, please. This will be fun for making embellishments, art journal pages. I like these. I like everything about this. I can make my own little postcard thing. Travel, vintage, whatever you're working on. Are you guys worn out? Like, is this haul exhausting? This is a lot of shopping for me. And I think this took about a half an hour total round trip to get down the street, do all the shopping, chit chat, ring up, and drive home. Sending hugs to brighten your day. Okay, sending hugs and praying for you always. Oh, I see. Sending hugs to brighten your day, thinking of you often and praying for you always. Best wishes for a happy and prosperous future. Happy birthday cheer. Thank you. To the nicest person around. That is precious. I would kind of like it if the fonts were all the same. Does that make sense? Sending hugs to the nicest person around. Sending hugs and praying for you always. From the bottom of my heart is the last stamp. So it's nice to have a variety, but having a stamp set where you can mix and match and they're all the same, I would probably prefer that. But oh my gosh, it's so worth it when it's $1, right? Okay, this is I'm So Happy You Have Me in Stitches, different stitchy stamps, stitched florals, and a needle and thread. I have quilters and stitchers in my life, and they like cards, and then I do those quilt scrapbook pages for my mom. Always variety. These, Andrea, take a look at these. Noni was pretty sure we needed these either for gel printing. I like them for art journals. They're fun backgrounds. You can take this and lay it out side by side and make yourself a background for your stamp. And they're circles, not triangles or squares, so I like them. Seriously, we're still going. Okay, punches. Guess how much she was charging for these punches. Okay, stop, guess, seriously. $1 each. Martha Stewart button punch for $1. And like I said, I have people in my life that I make stuff like this for. I like to use real buttons, but this button will mail better. Tags, I know, seriously, I don't know what to say, people. Small, larger, I bought them. This scallop punch, I thought this might work for a layer and a flower. It's 1.5 inches. I like how she does that. You know, I write them on there with a Sharpie, but it fades over time, and maybe when I give it to you later, you don't like it, but this you could take off if you wanted. And I just thought this was a cute little punch. I also have some larger scallop punches, and I probably need to spend some time going through my punches because some of them don't work very well and need to go. Ribbon, 5 for $1. These are Michael's ribbons. She probably was trying to clear out the ones that she couldn't use in her classes because they weren't close to my heart. I, of course, have this ribbon, but it's almost empty. And I was thinking red, white, and blue. You can always use black. And I like blues, so I bought that. So just kind of looking at when I hit a garage sale, I try to look at, okay, what am I actually going to use in a reasonable amount of time? Because knowing me, my strategies and likes will change by the time we get to Christmas again. I mean, but red, it looks a little, just a touch orangey. I don't know. I'm picky about that. Okay, these two things were the only items where I thought, oh, maybe that's not the best price ever, and maybe I don't really know if I'm going to use these, but they're too cool to pass up. They are journal covers, wood. This you can pop out. It's not really meant to stay in there, but I'm going to leave it there so it stays safe. So you pop this out, and then you have these wood journal covers that you can, Andrea could paint pour on and make us some amazing books. I could paint, I could stamp, I could ink, all kinds of stuff on, and then make journals. And it has the rings and the cover. You know, I would have rather had a star. They were $2 a piece. And I mean, that's not a bad price at all. It's just, do you want a punch and a stamp set, or do you want one of these? So I got one for myself and one for Andrea because I thought there were others and there were other kits and banners and stuff, but I just wasn't sure that we would use multiples. And I thought, well, maybe we would each play with one. Okay, I showed you my ink pad. We also picked up some re-inkers. They are Willow, Thistle, and Sweet Leaf. Noni was going through this giant bag of ink pads and re-inkers and picking out a ton of them. We had a great time shopping together and on our little spree right down the street. Noni picked up a similar amount to me, so I'm going to show you what she picked up, and it'll be fun because I haven't really looked through the bag too. So we'll both be seeing it for the first time together, and that'll be a separate video soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.